Peace everyone, Unmasked here, and welcome to the final day for this pastel mini portrait. I did say that the stream was going to be a couple minutes late. I actually anticipated it being a little bit later than this. You see, I was finishing up the color pencil portrait course. In fact, I was just waiting for it to load up onto my website. I was uploading it to my website so that immediately after the stream, I will be posting the link so that everybody can buy it. I also have to just finish up a small video to edit, so that I'm going to post that over on YouTube as well, announcing the course, and then the course will be finally available to purchase. I am just having the greatest day today. I'm super excited to finally have it done, to finally have it uploaded, and I really look forward to the response I get from the course. Anyways, let's dive right into this skirt, because I want to get this done and get my course out for everybody to start buying. The first color I'm using is 700. It's a very light gray color, and I'm just going to do some quick sketching with it. This is actually the highlight color, and so I'm just going to put this wherever I see the highlights. Let's see. For some reason, YouTube is saying that my stream quality is kind of bad. But I'm checking. Everything seems to be uploading well, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Hopefully you can see me okay, and all of that. Hello, Miriam. Good to see you. It's always nice to have you in the chat. First thing, every time I start a stream. All right, like I said, I'm just scribbling in where the highlights are going to go on this skirt. Please let me know if there's any issues with the stream as far as the buffering or the video quality. Okay, now YouTube says that it's good. It says I have a good connection, so sometimes I have to deal with that connection stuff. I'm not sure why. I have good internet. It's just yeah, who knows what causes it. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm super excited, as you could probably tell. I'm just, oh gosh, I just cannot wait to get this course out. It's been way too long that I've made everybody wait for it, and I'm just so excited. Like, I've had a smile on my face all morning, because last night, so I thought for sure I was going to be able to have the course done by yesterday, and it was taking just the most insane amount of time imaginable for the video files to export out of my Final Cut Pro, which is my editing software. And oh my gosh, I couldn't do anything. It was so hard to just sit here and wait for these videos to render out. One of the videos took 11 hours to export, and I just, oh my goodness, I had it going through the night and most of my day yesterday, which is actually why I postponed the stream to today, because I was like, oh gosh, I need to get these videos exported, and I can't do it while I'm streaming. It just takes up too much of my CPU on my computer, and I was like, I just have to reschedule the live stream. But I mean, I've been streaming all week, so it was nice to have one day break from streaming. Although I was working very hard still, getting the videos exported and just finalizing all the files for the course, and just, yeah, it was exhausting. It's been a very exhausting week getting the course complete, but it is now officially done and will be available for purchase within just a few hours. I'm going to finish up this skirt and her hands here, and this project will be done. Colored pencil portrait course will be done. Oh, I'm just gonna have the greatest weekend. I'm just gonna do nothing. I don't want to do anything this weekend but relax. It's fantastic. Hello, Barbara. If I forgot to say hello, I thought I said hello. Good morning. This might seem like an odd color for the highlights, but believe it or not, the highlights are actually quite dull on the skirt, and it's the colors around the highlights that make them look bright. And so that's why I'm doing the highlights this gray color, because the highlights they're pretty gray. I got some white here as well to lighten them. So I'm just going to quickly go over that gray with the white here with a bit just to smooth them out, because this skirt is very, very smooth. And just to make sure that they're light enough. I don't want the gray to be too dark. So I'm just going to use a bit of white to soften them just a tiny bit. And then we will work like each pleat of the skirt at a time. And just make it real easy, quick, easy, and painless. We're on probably the most simple part of this project here. You know, not a whole lot happening. All right, the next color is 105, and this is kind of that yellowish undertone color. And I'm going to start up here on this little part of the, I don't know, the waistband. And I'm just going to color it in and refine my highlight just a tiny bit. I want to work around the highlight. Work around the highlight and then get my edges nice and clean. There we go. And we're just going to work one at a time, so one section at a time. So I'm going to remember my pencil order. So 105, I'm going to set it over here. The next color that I'm going to use is, I think this. Yeah. What is this? This is 680. But I think I should sharpen it just a tiny bit. I'm going to give it a quick sharpen. Oh no, of course the tip broke off. Why does it do this to me? It was sharper before I sharpened it, ironically. Oh goodness. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, goodness gracious, I can't get it to sharpen. Usually this pencil sharpener doesn't do that. Having bad luck with the pencil sharpener. Alright, let's try this one more time. Sorry about all the sharpening. Okay, I think that's the best I'm gonna get it. unfortunately. I have to use a knife. There we go. That's better. All right, finally, I have the color. And I'm going to do this right on the kind of seams up here and the seam that cuts this waistband in half, and then right underneath the sweater, kind of a shadow. Just add a little bit of that color right in there. There we go. So that is the second color that I used. And then now I want to bring in a little bit of the orange tone to this skirt. And I'm going to use this really bright orange. This is 221. And I'm just going to use a tiny bit of this to bring in some of that orange color that the skirt appears to be. Just a small amount. There we go. So that's pencil number 3. And then I should shave off the colors on my blender there so that I don't mess up the colors. So I'm just using an X-Acto knife to shave off the end. You can use sandpaper, but I feel like it takes forever. Yes, I need. All right, I think I got it nice and clean and somewhat of a point. I'm just going to come in here and soften those edges around the highlight. Blend the colors together nicely. All right, now let's start with the other waistband here. Oh, hello, Steve. Good to see you. Good morning. So again, going back to the 105 color, I'm just going to color everything in around the highlights. Get it fully saturated with this color. Nice thick layer. And then we'll switch to color number 2, which is that 680 color. And we'll do the seams again underneath the sweater a bit for a shadow. And over here, there's a crease coming through, a little bit of a shadow there on the edge. And right in the middle, there's a little bit of a shadow right in here. There we go. And then we'll incorporate some of that 221 orange just to give it some nice color. Not too much of it though. And let's go ahead and blend that out. So I'm going to start in the highlight. Just make it nice and smooth. There we go. Perfect. All right. I think I'm going to start over here on the left side. So it's back to that 105 color. I'm just going to come in here and color the whole thing, focusing on that left edge there, making sure it's nice and clean all the way up to the edge of the sweater, and then of course her hand down here, making sure it's all the way up there, completely covered. And then the shadow, color is that 680, and this has a crease that goes up to the top, like right up in here, And it goes all the way down and then it widens, gets real wide down at the bottom. So I'm just gonna start down at the bottom a little bit. So it's real thin up here, and then as it gets further down, it widens. Just like that. There we go. And then I'll use the orange, the 221, to add a little bit of orange into that shadow. Perfect. The next pleat, so back to the 105. Like I said, this was a fairly easy part of the project. Work around that highlight there a little bit. Shape the pleat. I laid some tape down here at the bottom just so I have a nice clean edge when we finish. Peel that up and have a nice clean edge down at the bottom. Alright, next color. Let's see, there's not a whole lot of shading on here, so I'm just going to use the 680 very sparingly. Just add a little bit in here to create some dimension. Just a tiny, tiny bit. And same thing with the orange, I'm only going to use a tiny, tiny bit of this. There we go. Now blend it out. Start up here at the top. Perfect. All right, back to the 105 color. Start up here and just fill in this pleat. This is a fairly larger pleat. There we go. And then I'll use the 680 to draw in the crease as thin as you can get it. And let's see, this crease deepens down here at the bottom a little bit. So I'll just add a little bit of shading right there. And it stays pretty good throughout, fairly thin at the top, and then down here it gets a little darker, just a tiny bit of shading there. Yeah, I think that's good. Now I'll jump to the orange and add some orange into that crease. Make it nice and vibrant. Alright, time to blend it out. To make it nice and smooth. All right, perfect. Yeah, skirt's pretty easy. Oh, hello, Jeff. All right, the next pleat, again, 105. Come up here into the highlight just a little bit. I think I might need to add some more white to that, to the highlights, possibly. I'm going to grab that white really quick and see about adding more of it to the highlight. Just quickly blend those out. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. They're subtle. I don't need them to be too bright. Let's see. Now, got my colors mixed up here a little bit. That light brown tan color. Let's do the crease. And down here, bit of a deeper fold. And then the orange, add some of that vibrancy into the shadow. And then blend it out. Perfect. All right. And again, let's see, how's this one? This one is fairly just a highlight. I'm just fill it in a little bit with this. I'm going to use some more white here. Bunch of white right over top of everything there. And then grab the brown for the crease. And then that fold that's like right here in the middle, it's a bit wider. And a little bit of the orange. And let's go ahead and blend that out. Moving right along. I'm going to attempt to sharpen this pencil to see how it goes. Will there be a preview of the color of the course posted somewhere? Yes, I mentioned it at the beginning of the stream that right after I finish today's stream, I have to finish editing the YouTube launch video for the course. And it's going to have clips and an explanation from the course and about the course, giving you a very clear idea as to what to expect from the course. I was working on that all morning, that video for, oh no, I wasn't paying attention and I totally wiped my hand in her sweater and I put blue pastel everywhere. That's not good. I was working on it this morning while I was doing a lot of things this morning. Actually, I was still waiting for the last part 11, to export, which took 5.5 hours. And then I had to record. I wrote the script, recorded the launch video, and then I edited, I would say close to 80% of what I needed for the launch video. So pretty close. I've been super extra busy this morning, that is for sure. Really busy. And then I created the product listing on my website, and then I packaged up the course, zipped the file, and then the very last thing that I was doing was polishing up some of the editing for the launch video and waiting for the course to upload. It's about 1.7 gigabytes. So it's fairly large, just like all my courses, 6 hours long. And yeah, so I was waiting for that to upload while doing some editing, and then as soon as it finished uploading, I clicked save, and simultaneously for the last couple minutes I was setting up for the live stream, and then I clicked save and immediately went live. And it just happened to be at exactly 15 when I went live, which was the scheduled time, and I thought that I was going to have to wait a little bit longer, but fortunately I did not. It was just worked out like perfect timing. I was afraid that everyone was going to have to wait for today's live stream. The last thing that I wanted to do was reschedule today's live stream too. Like yesterday's was enough, so I got it taken care of, and everything is good to go. Yeah, if you have any oh, well, thank you, Barbara. Yes, I try to be as dedicated as possible. Oh, hello, Blossom. Yeah, so if there's any specific questions that you have about the course, I'm happy to answer them now. Yeah. Let's see, what pencil do I need? I need this pencil. I'm working kind of fast here, but hopefully that's all right with you guys. I'm just so excited to have the course done. I just can't hold it in. Gonna try to sharpen my blending stump really quick. Maybe not. Trying to get a fresh piece of sandpaper on my sharpener, and it's not wanting to pull off. Now it's clean. All right, only 2 more flaps to go. And then I can scribble some color on her hands, and we can call it a day. I want to try to have the I would love to have everything done, though I can't imagine it's going to happen, before my wife gets home from work. That would be fantastic. Let's see here. How's the shading on this one go? Let's start with the crease, I guess. It's always safe. And it has a little thing coming down like this. It's a little bit darker on this side. tiny bit of orange, those darker shadows. And I'm going to add just a tiny bit more of this color over top. Where's my blending stump? Where'd it go? Alright, let's blend out these colors here. Alright, I think I need to try to sharpen this pencil one last time. Please work. Ah, yes, look at that. Nice and clean tip. Finish off this last flap here and then go on to her hands. Alright, let's see, how's this one go? Let's just start with the crease. And there's another semi-crease kind of coming up the middle. Alright, let's add some orange now. There we go. Use a tiny bit of this color to lighten some of these spots. And blend it out. I feel like she could use a tiny bit more orange just about everywhere on the dress or the skirt. So I'm going to go back over some of the shadows again, deepen the contrast, and just add some more of this orange in these places. Guess I was just a little bit too afraid of using the orange, but I feel like it's an important color here. And if I ever apply too much, I can always use that 105 color to soften it a little bit. There we go. And I will use that 105 color here just to soften that orange tiny bit before blending it out. Alright, let's do the final blending for the skirt. There we go. I think the color is rather nice. I'm going to do a base color on her hands with this 620 color. This is a different color. Just a nice base color for her skin tone. Let's see, I'm going to use a 105 for the highlighted part of her hand here. and 105 over here as well. Then I'm going to grab the Ninja Purple 642, bring in some of that purple into the shadows, give her skin a little bit more natural tone. Let's see here, I need a little bit of a yellowish brown, so I'm going to use 685 in this part here. And do a light coat with the Ninja Purple again. And blend it out. Then I'm going to use some 640 for the deep part of the shadow. A little bit right there on the knuckle. Over on this side, making sure I get a nice clean line. Let's see, what other color do I need? I'm going to add a tiny bit of the 680 into this hand here. It's a bit too bright where this highlight is at. Just need to change up that color a bit. Alright, let's blend these hands out one more time. I'm going to start right here. Little tiny circles. Just feather out that edge from the dark shadow there. There we go, that's better. Perfect. Now I'm going to peel off the tape here to reveal that clean edge. Oh, I'm sorry. Couldn't see what I was doing. So I apologize. Hopefully, well, the hands are really easy. If you didn't catch too much of that, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I was really focused and trying to get it done, and I wasn't paying attention that I was out of frame on my camera. I'm so sorry. But there's the hands now. There's really, like I said, there's nothing to them. I just threw down some colors, and I don't even think I matched the face really with the skin tone. I literally just kind of grabbed a bunch of colors and started scribbling it down. I want to use my kneaded eraser here down at the bottom to clean up the pencil marks. Probably actually give this electric eraser a try. I feel like I might regret this. This thing never does anything. Yeah, it didn't do anything. Kneaded eraser works better. Alright, now we'll let's pick up some of the excess around the edges. I'm just going to roll my kneaded eraser across it. On this side as well. There we go. Nice and clean. Let me see, is there a way I can do this? I think so. I'm going to try to straighten up my camera a little bit. So there, it's a little bit straighter. Zoom out, turn it, so you guys can see the final picture. So here's the final drawing, painting, pastel painting, and it feels more like a drawing. Soft pastels are paintings, pastel pencils are drawings. Yep, but there you go. That is it for this project. I'm going to be announcing more on Monday. I'm going to put together a little video for the coloring competition. So next week's project, obviously I'm going to be coloring the line art that I posted a couple days ago, and I'm going to be doing a coloring competition for that. I'm still not 100% certain what I'm going to do for the coloring competition. I was thinking that I might just give away a full set of Prismacolor pencils. I think that would be kind of cool. Can't think, that's about all I can afford to give away. Yeah, so I'm going to announce that on Monday, and it doesn't matter like what medium you use, and I'll put all that information in the video and whatnot, but yeah. That is going to be it for today's stream. I am going to get right back to work and finish up what I need to finish up for the portrait course. I'm super excited. As you can probably tell, I was a little scatterbrained today, not quite paying attention to what I was doing because I'm so excited. But anyways, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for coming by, and I will see you on Monday because I'm going... Well, yeah, I'll probably live stream on Monday as well as posting a video about the coloring competition. But other than that, have a fantastic weekend, and be on the lookout for the post for the portrait course. And yeah, until next time, take care. Peace.